copies of Obsidian, 4 copies of Desecration Demon, only 2 Pack Rats, moving away from that card a little bit, 3 main deck copies of Lifebane Zombie, no Night Veil Specters, 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Blight, 2 Read the Bones, 3 Devoured Flesh, 4 Heroes Downfall, an Ultimate Price, and Underworld Connection, 2 Elspeth, 1 Whip of Erebos. So I would say it's tilted a little bit towards the side of beating aggressive decks. You only see 1 copy of Underworld Connections and 2 copies of Read the Bones. Usually these lists have 4 slots dedicated to that. You see a Whip of Erebos in the main deck, not necessarily a card you see in all lists. So tilted a little bit towards that side, but nothing too controversial here.
And so in game 3, Raymond Perez with Devotion to Blue leading off. Cloudfin Raptor. Cloudfin Raptor, I think, it's subtly important, or Cloudfin Raptor and Judge's Familiar, subtly important because I think that those 2 cards are the reason the Blue Devotion ended up really taking off that I think might have been missed internally.
Yeah, no, you definitely need to get off the ground fast, especially against Mono Black Devotion, where they're just saying 2 mana kill something you play, 3 mana kill something you play, trying to stabilize the board for their large threat. So everything that you do on the first turn of the game is really important because it sets off their pacing of their removal spells. And additionally, Judge's Familiar is really relevant against the card Hero's Downfall specifically. So those cards are a big part of the puzzle.
Absolutely, and just having another flying threat, another cheap creature to provide some devotion so that Thassa can wake up and get angry.
Yep. So Raymond here with a Cloudfin Raptor, plays a Frostburn Weird on the 3rd turn to evolve both Raptors. One of them is hit with Ultimate Price, and now here is Master of Waves. So Raymond goes ahead, announces his evolve triggers on the Raptor. I have to assume this Master Waves is not long for this world. See.
Interesting. Using using an Ultimate Price instead of a Hero's Downfall there. Potentially saving the Hero's Downfall for a Jace if it comes to that.
Well, Ultimate Price is hard to use at all times against mono Blue Devotion because there's so many hybrid mana creatures in the deck. So when you have Ultimate Price, I think it's often best to just cash it in when you can. As you see the Downfall, take care of Master of Waves.
One of the nice things about these blue decks is their mana is just a lot better than some of the other aggro decks. Not having to have all your lands come into play tapped, always having your colors and having access to 4 Mutavaults and having, it's not a perfect mana base, but it's pretty good. I mean, 20 islands, 4 Mutavaults, and a Nykthos. It's pretty reliable.
Yep. I mean, the deck is definitely taxed on blue mana. I mean, you see Frostburn Weird in play, Tidebinder Mage, Night Veil Specter. Sometimes drawing the Mutavault's a pretty huge cost, but overall, the mana base is quite stable. Shawn here with the Thoughtseize. The last card of Raymond's hand was a Rapid Hybridization, so now out of cards.
That's not a bad little draw.
Master Waves comes off the top here for Raymond.
What do you think of playing it pre-combat? I mean, you do power up the 2 Frostburn Weirds, but you are exposing it to Hero's Downfall.
Yeah, I think it's just best to wait. You see Hero's Downfall at the end of the turn, take care of it. Shawn falling pretty low here. He's got some really powerful tools in his hand, a Merciless Eviction and Obsidian, but not sure he's going to get the time to get there. Plays Desecration Demon.
Yeah, I think that with the Frostburn Weirds were just going to attack anyway. Getting the extra devotion doesn't really matter. Like if you play the Master of Waves pre-combat, you aren't really gaining anything because if he has a Hero's Downfall, you're going to want to have waited. And if he doesn't have the Hero's Downfall, what have you gained?
Right. So looks like Raymond is just coming across with all his creatures, not sacking to the demon.
Yeah, why bother?
Yep. Puts it in front of one of the weirds.
So this is 6, right?
Yep.
which means Raymond is threatening lethal next turn.
Big draw here. A thought seize for Shawn.
Not what he was looking for.
Look at that hand. It's so powerful, but Raymond might be able to sneak this one out. Pack rat the play for Shawn.
Now this is not a bad little spot for Shawn in terms of surviving this turn. He is going to have to chump block with his rat, but Raymond did not draw another creature. He's going to be out of threats. If he shoves all in on this, he knocks Shawn to 1. And then, oh no, he doesn't even, he isn't even able to hit him because he's going to lose his Mutavault to tapping the demon if he tries to get in there.
Raymond with Binding of Thassa in his hand, and I think maybe Tiebinder Mage is the other card. Yes.
Okay, so if he has a Timebinder Mage, then he could knock Shawn to 1 by tapping the demon with the Mage.
And critically getting the pack rat off the table.
Yes. Which that is probably enough to make the line worthwhile.
It also removes, Godless Shrine as a draw for Shawn as well if he knocks him down to 1 here. So here he goes, sacks the Tiebinder Mage, coming across for lethal. Pack rat jumps and Shawn falls to 1.
Hero's downfall.
Keeps his head above water if Raymond misses.
Absolutely. Because Raymond's going to go for it, even if he doesn't draw a creature. But he does have the creature.
And there it is. Night Veil Spectre off the top allows him to tap down the Desecration Demon and put together exactly lethal. Raymond Perez wins 2 games to 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's what these blue decks do. They're just out here grinding,
So efficient. So efficient.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really do much better than a 0-1 for 1, a 2-2 for 2, a 2-3 for 3,
it's got a text box.
a 2-1 for 4.
It's contextual efficiency. You're ignoring